Hi, my name is Dwayne Vigilance. I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to uh, do this presentation for you at this time. I'm going to talk to you today about my leadership philosophy. I'll talk about two distinct things, talking about taking risks and vision. I'm going to use the experience over the last 3 years here in Fort McMurray as the head coach of Canada College women's basketball team. I'm a strong believer that leaders are not born. I think leaders are molded from their experiences that they have throughout their years. This helps them create an identity and a leadership, I guess, quote unquote, pathway for themselves. It took me probably about 15 to 20 years to kind of curate my leadership style and philosophy from playing for many different coaches in high school and college, and also listening to a lot of CIS coaches and national team coaches. So my leadership style is one of collaboration. My journey into being a leader started at the tender age of 12. I was the captain of our U12 rep team. And when my coach asked me to be the captain of this team, I was really reluctant, very hesitant, because back then I was a shy, kind of laid back guy that never, you know, thought that I would ever be a leader on a team. I was never the best player on the team. I didn't have all these great skills. But the profound thing that my coach told me was that I had a relationship with each individual on the team, whether through the youth group at our church, through different sports that I played, basketball, track. And he thought those relationships would be able to help the team become more united. At that time, I didn't realize that it was such a huge experience for me that I had to carry out throughout my life. I was taught accountability. I was taught communication skills, verbal and nonverbal, and also the most important thing, I was taught to be committed, and not waver. And for an 11-year-old, it's a very profound thing to learn at that time. That being a leader was more than just being the best player on a team and speaking loudly. When I signed up for this course, I was unsure and a little reluctant to kind of know what was gonna happen. As a coach and mentor for a lot of youth and a lot of young people in my life, it was quite unclear where I was going to end up at the end of this class. But over the past few months, I realized that there's a lot of things that open my eyes to different tasks and different things that I can use in my own personal life and as my life as a professional coach. This course helped me think of many things, and when I think of this course, I think of this quote. Let me read this quote here for you. You cannot afford to live in potential for the rest of your life. At some point, you'll have to unleash the potential and make your move. It's funny because this quote reminds me of Cesar Chavez and his kind of fight for his people. He took some time to really understand what he wanted to do. And with his vision, he propelled his people into a realm that they never dreamed of. He was a man that strongly was ingrained in commitment of making his people better. He educated them. He got more money for them, and they really had some self-confidence with himself. He believed that with strong commitment with his fight, that his people would rise up and become who they are today. I could kind of relate to Chavez from being from Fort McMurray. Obviously, I don't see myself in his light, but now that I'm back in Fort McMurray from being away from 10 years, I took over this female basketball program. My dad used to have this program before I came back. And he took this program from being an ACAL program to now into the ACAC. Before I came back, there was a coach that took the team for a year. And he was unsuccessful, and then, unfortunately, he was let go. But it was the opportunity that I took. And when I left Australia, I came in here with a winning attitude. I won on all sorts of levels when I was down there. My U18, my U23 team, my state team, my professional team. We all won on some form or the other. So when I came here, it was kind of a homecoming, and it came kind of full circle. But it was interesting because the job I had to do was very tough. I had to build a female basketball program from the ground up without any foundation. In order for me to build a foundation, I had to take many risks. Risks that allowed me to share my vision with other people. And I think being a leader, that's part of it. It is that you can't keep that vision within yourself. You have to share that vision. And for me, I'm all about getting help and keeping it, and keeping the communication lines open. So to me, a leader is one who has a controlled passion. A passion for what they believe in, a passion for their vision, a passion for what the people around them are going to get from them. I definitely think a leader is someone who's a teacher and who can guide people to be successful. You know, there's an old saying that if you build it, they will come. And I think for my situation, it was very true. My vision was to build a program that can attract solid student athletes that not only can be basketball players, but also can leave the program with a piece of paper and also be a person who can be community-based as well. So I shared my vision not only with my players, but I also shared it with the administrative staff and the community. I think with me sharing my vision to people, it allows them to have a sense of ownership along with the process of building this program. I don't think my vision was very earth-shattering, but I think sharing my vision caused individuals to, collaborate and to take it further than I thought it would ever be taken. Because now having players from Australia and Oregon and Toronto, and our program has now come to a point where it's attracting players without me having to go out to search for them, and I think that's great. I think leaders are, again, a special breed of a person, and I don't think to be a leader you need to be successful. I think that's what everyone always wants to be, but I think at the end of the day, if you can lead by example and show people that there's always a better way, and if you have strong morals and values yourself, people will just follow you. They will gravitate to you. The last thing I want to leave is a quote from Arthur Baker, and it's about vision. And I think it's about the vision that I had when I came here. And the quote goes like this: "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision without action can change the world." Thank you for listening. Hi, my name is Wayne Vigilance. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to hand in my presentation a little late. I'd like to talk to you today. Hi, my name is Wayne Vigilance. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this presentation for you. I'm going to talk about 2 leadership philosophies and traits that